Do you spend hours sitting every day? Maybe it's at a desk working, driving in your car, or relaxing on the couch after a long day. If the answer is yes, your hips are likely stuck in a shortened, locked position. Here is the scary truth. Sitting is the new smoking for your hips. When your hip flexors stay tight, they don't just limit your flexibility, they pull your pelvis forward, strain your lower spine, and ruin your posture. That nagging lower back pain you feel, it might not be a back problem at all. It is likely a tight hip problem. But here's the good news. You don't need expensive therapy or hours of gym time to fix it. In this guide, we will walk through the 7 best hip flexor stretches that will instantly unlock your hips, flood your body with relief, and help you move pain-free. Let's get those hips unlocked. Understanding the enemy, the psoas muscle. Before we jump into the movements, it is important to understand what you are stretching. Your primary hip flexor is a muscle called the psoas, pronounced psoas. This is a deep muscle that connects your upper body, your spine, to your lower body, your legs. When it gets tight from sitting, it pulls on your lower vertebrae, causing that deep, aching back pain. The following exercises are specifically designed to target and release this tension. 1. The half-kneeling hip flexor stretch, the gold standard. This is the most fundamental stretch for the hips, but 90% of people do it wrong by arching their back too much. Here's how to do it correctly to get maximum results. How to do it. Start in a kneeling lunge position. Place your right knee on the floor, use a cushion if needed, and plant your left foot flat in front of you, creating a 90-degree angle with your knee. The crucial step, before moving, squeeze your right glute but cheek and tuck your tailbone under. Keep your back straight and tall. Do not arch your lower back. Gently lean your weight slightly forward until you feel a deep stretch in the front of your right hip and thigh. Hold this position for 30 to 60 seconds while breathing deeply. Then switch sides. 2. The butterfly stretch. Tight hips often go hand in hand with tight inner thighs, adductors. This stretch opens the groin area, allowing your hips to rotate more freely. How to do it? Sit on the floor. Bend your knees and bring the soles of your feet together so they touch. Hold your feet with your hands and gently use your elbows to press your knees down toward the floor. Keep your spine tall. Imagine a string pulling the top of your head toward the ceiling. Do not hunch over. Pro tip: do not force your knees down aggressively. Let gravity do the work as you relax into the stretch for 45 seconds. 3. The pigeon pose, the deep opener. This move targets the deep hip rotators and the outer hip. It provides immense relief for stiffness after a long day of sitting. How to do it? Start in a high plank or tabletop position. Bring your right knee forward and place it on the ground behind your right wrist. Angle your right foot toward your left wrist. Slide your left leg straight back behind you, keeping your hips square to the floor. The top of your left foot should be flat on the mat. If you can, lower your upper body down onto your elbows. If you are too tight, keep your arms straight and stay upright. Hold for 45 to 60 seconds, breathing deeply into the tightness, then switch legs. The Spider-Man lunge with twist. This is a dynamic stretch, meaning it involves movement. It hits 2 birds with 1 stone. It opens the hips and improves thoracic, upper back mobility. How to do it? Start in a high plank, push-up position. Step your right foot forward and place it firmly on the ground outside your right hand. You can drop your back knee to the floor for a deeper stretch or keep it lifted for an active stretch. Lift your right hand toward the ceiling, twisting your chest toward your right knee. Look up at your hand. Hold for 5 seconds. Return your hand to the floor, step back, and switch to the left side. 5. The glute bridge, strengthen to lengthen. You might wonder why a strengthening exercise is on a stretching list. It is because of a concept called reciprocal inhibition. When your glutes are weak, your hip flexors take over and get tight. Strengthening the glutes forces the hip flexors to relax. How to do it? Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. Drive through your heels to lift your hips toward the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes hard at the top. You should feel a stretch opening up the front of your hips. Lower down slowly and repeat for 15 reps. Focus on the squeeze at the top, the lying hip flexor stretch, bed stretch. This variation uses gravity to give you a passive, relaxing stretch. It is perfect to do right before bed or first thing in the morning. How to do it? Sit at the very edge of your bed or a sturdy bench. Lie back and pull one knee tightly into your chest with both hands. Let the other leg hang completely loose off the edge of the bed. Gravity will pull the hanging leg down, stretching the hip flexor deeply without you having to do any work. Relax here for 60 seconds per side. Standing quad and hip stretch. This is a simple stretch you can do anywhere, at the office, standing at your desk, or waiting for coffee. How to do it? Stand tall, hold onto a wall or chair for balance if needed. Bend your right knee and grab your right ankle with your right hand behind you. The secret: do not just pull your foot to your butt. Keep your knees close together and actively push your hips forward. You will feel the stretch move from your thigh up into your hip flexor. Squeeze your glute to intensify the stretch and hold for 30 seconds. Conclusion: consistency is the secret. Your hips didn't get tight overnight, so they won't get perfectly loose after just one session. However, the relief you feel will be immediate. If you perform these 7 stretches 3 to 4 times a week, you will notice a massive difference. Your lower back pain will start to fade, your posture will look taller and more confident, and you will move with a freedom you haven't felt in years. Try this routine today and feel the weight lift off your hips. Would you like me to write a short YouTube description or Instagram caption for this article to help you promote it?